Welcome back, everybody, to a new video. Cue the Mexican bell ringing in the background. Recording this Friday night, 6 p.m. on Good Friday. So it's actually Semana Santa here in Mexico, so the Holy Week. As you can imagine, Mexico is a very religious, a very Catholic country. So this is a big deal. I had yesterday off, I have today off, and as you can tell, everybody, well, not everybody honestly, but people that are fortunate enough to be in the quote-unquote middle class in Mexico also have the days off. Then there's also the less fortunate Mexicans, of which there are plenty who do not have the day off and they're still just grinding it out and working. So that's one thing about Mexico. It's a very classist type of society, which tends to be the case in second world countries. Like it's not, there's not the same equality. Anyway, I know you guys did not tune in for me to talk about and discuss Mexican holidays and socio-economics. I am currently on my way to, I want to say, the 6th or 7th date. Honestly, I've lost count, with my new love interest. I don't even want to call it love interest because that makes it sound like it's one of many, which is not the case. And nothing that has been happening in the past 10 days has been in the category of one of many. It's actually been a crazy, like in the best way, it's been an amazing time. It's been very intense. It feels unreal. It feels like a movie. And yes, I understand. When I say that, I sound like, I sound like I'm completely lost or like, but I don't think I am. As a matter of fact, I am gonna double down on two things in this video. One being the fact that this was always gonna happen. Like I truly believe that this was always gonna take place, and that this was the inevitable outcome of the course that I was on. I put myself in position, I did the right things, I made the necessary adjustments to continue to improve my position in life, in the universe, and I basically forced the universe's hand in a way for me to arrive at this point of like utter bliss, dopamine, happiness, and just, everything. But the main thing I want to double down on today is the fact that, and this is something that I know a lot of you guys, if not most of you, can relate to, the fact that I get that so often. I get so many people commenting, and also on the live streams, people talking about, I've tried it all, women don't like me, or men don't like me, or like, there's nobody out there for me. And I've touched on this before, but I want to make it more clear. Like, there's no such thing as women or men or people. These are just phonetics. These are just like words that we have kind of put together to try and box in a group of people, but it doesn't make any sense. That's like saying like animals are dangerous. Saying that there's no woman that wants me, or saying that there's no guy that can ever be attracted to me, is literally the same as saying animals are dangerous or animals suck. It's like comparing a house cat to a zebra or a leopard. Like, it doesn't make any sense. But yet I see it all the time. And forgive me if this concept is a bit vague for some of you, but what I'm talking about is the fact that we're always so quick, we're always extreme, right? And we're looking for excuses and the ways to basically give up. And the quickest way to give up is to basically blame it on men, women, whatever group you want to blame it on, and then basically throw in the towel and give up and surrender to a life of loneliness, a life of solitude, wallowing in self-pity, and blaming it on everyone else but yourself, right? Because you're a victim, you're ugly, you're fat, you're this, you're that, your parents died, you were abused. Like there's various reasons that you can always point to. I think I had every reason in the book to throw in the towel and to give up. I was talking to a good friend of mine, Jesse, amazing guy, and he's from New York. He used to work at Goldman Sachs, super successful guy, brilliant mind, and very honest. And just like maybe a month and a half ago, I was talking to him, and I was basically telling him, like, bro, you know what? Sometimes, like, I see myself in the mirror, or I see myself on video, and honestly, I told him, I don't know how I do it. Like, I don't know how I do it, like how I find the strength and the energy time and time again to get up out of bed and to swim upstream in this society, which is based very, very much based on face value, right? Based on your face value. And he looked me dead in the eye and he said, you know what, man? I don't know how you do it. He was like, I probably couldn't. And like, some of you might think that's cruel or mean or like, but I really appreciated that, because for the first time, somebody who I shared that with did not revert to the automatic, what are you talking about? You're an amazing person. You're this, you're that. Like, you know, as people do, they try to be nice and try to, like, you know, pick you up. But he was just like, bro, I don't know how you do it. I genuinely don't know. And I really appreciated that. And it actually made me very proud of what I'm doing, what I've been doing, and it reinforced this belief that I have that I was on the right path. It is so important for you guys and you girls out there to understand that that person that shares your beliefs and your values, and not even, like, let's not even go that far. Let's not even get all serious. Like, 'cause I get it. I'm 10 days in. Right now, we're just talking about initial attraction, right? We're talking about arriving to that moment where two people are just like, hey, I don't know that much about you, but I really want to get to know you. And then, you know, we'll see what happens after that. That's neither here nor there. My point is, that person, regardless of your flaws or the way you look or your face or your body or the way you dress, that person is out there. And this is not I'm not Ryan Gosling over here telling you that. I mean, I will say the fits are always on point, but I'm not really Prince Charming in the looks department, you know. I'll tell you guys a little secret, like the way, and I feel like this is something that's like so small but not that small, because people always like, bro, you look fine, what are you talking about? You're blonde, you're tall, blah, blah, blah. It's like, I'm giving you my best angle, motherfucker. This is like my front view is diaphragm, that's you. You don't want to see what's going on from the side. Like, what I'm saying is, I definitely believe I look better on YouTube than I do in real life. But that's not, I don't want to focus on that. It's just, I just want to establish that it's not all peaches and cream, and it's not like sometimes I feel like people try to minimize my struggle or my scars, when in reality, yeah, it's, you know, in 5D, it's a different story. But you will find that person the same way I have now found this person, and we've been talking and hanging a lot. And I can honestly say, and I've had some amazing people in my life, shout out to the people, you know, to my exes, but I've never had anyone admire me, and I choose that word carefully. It's not, I'm not just like freewheeling this. I've never had someone admire me the way she does. And the other day, and this is something that a lot of people have, so usually what I get is people meet me and then they say, they usually go like, you know, when I first met you, obviously, like, I saw you had a lot going on, but once I got to know you better, and once your personality started to shine and to pop out, like, I no longer saw your scar. Like, I no longer took note of your scar, which is something I believe. Like, and the people who have told me that are not people who would lie to me about that. Like, that's the thing, you know, you can, like, really, once you get to know somebody, the personality shines brighter than the physical setbacks, right? That's the thing. But what we're talking about right now is like, yeah, cool, that's fine, but a lot of us never get the opportunity to arrive to the moment where we can let our personality shine, right? Like, it never happens that someone does not notice my scar at all on the first, you know, first impression. And the other day we were talking, and she looked me in the eye, as she's very good at. And she told me, she said, you know, I didn't notice your scar when I first saw you, because I just saw your back. I saw your back. She saw the scars I had on the back of my head, and then when you turned around, she said, I just saw your eyes. And obviously, like, she saw it was there, but it wasn't like really a thing at all in her mind. She was just like, you know, she connected with my energy, and and that's what I'm talking about right now. When people tell you that, when people tell you they admire you, like, that's not something you can really fake. That's not something you can really, like, wing like that. And if there's one thing I think I'm good at, it's reading people's energy and intentions. And I'm very good at sales. I've had a lot of experience in sales. I know when someone's bullshitting me, and I don't think she is. And so the other night, she wanted to go salsa dancing. Now, if you know anything about me, I'm not a great dancer. I'm lanky, I'm stiff, you know, I'm white, we have no rhythm. And so I was like, I don't really want to, but I could tell she was excited, she wanted to go, so I said, yeah, let's do it. Whatever you want to do, I'm with it. And so she took me to the salsa club, and I mean, first of all, she looked absolutely amazing, like ridiculously beautiful. Like, the dress she was wearing, her outfit, all of that was just like incredible. And we get there. This venue was like fully packed. All of these Latino lovers, all Enrique Iglesias looking motherfuckers, you know, shirt, top buttons unbuttoned, chains, like fresh haircut, like these dudes, they all look great. A lot of beautiful women, but honestly, not a single one that came close to the girl whose hand I was holding. And I mean that objectively. I wouldn't say that if that wasn't like a real fact. And I felt insecure as hell, right? I'm like, I don't belong here. I don't know how to dance. All of these dudes are looking like an Usher Chris Brown hydrant, busting out all types of salsa, bachata moves, like swinging their hips, and I'm just like, fuck, hey. And she took my hands and she said, look, just follow my lead. And she started telling me like 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and I was being so clumsy and I was stepping on everybody's feet. And all she kept saying was, you're doing so good, baby. You're doing great. And in that moment, and I've always prided myself on being someone that has a lot of self-confidence and that can like walk into a room and cock back my shoulders, like head up, like here I am. And in that moment, I never felt more uplifted and supported and safe. And that's when it really like hit me. That was like, you know, a very special moment for me. And that's when it hit me, like all of these things this woman has been telling me about how handsome she thinks I am and how, you know, how much she admires me, and she means every word of it, 100%. And here I am thinking, I have no idea how I did this. I'm gonna ride with it though. I'm not gonna self-sabotage, but she feels the exact same way. And so my point and my message to you guys today is that that person for you guys is also out there. I promise you. Stop fixating on men, women, and making these groups in your mind. I promise you that person is out there, and they're waiting for you. So if you're waiting on a sign to not give up, look at that. Qué linda la Ciudad de Mexico. If you're waiting on a sign to not give up, to keep trying, to keep hope alive, let this be that sign, guys. You've seen me struggle. You've seen me eat shit. You've seen me at the bottom. Stay down. Stay down until you come up. And the come up is here. The come up has arrived. And I'm no different than you. I'm not special. I'm not better. I'm not smarter. You guys can do this too. You just have to keep going. Keep working on yourself so that when you're finally in a position to receive happiness, you're ready. You're ready for it. Do all of the preparation right now and have unmovable faith in the fact that it's coming. Because if not for love, if not for having those moments, if only for a day, then what are we living for? What is the point of all of this? All of these buildings, these cars, traffic, clothes, culture, like all of this stuff. It's all doesn't matter. Love is. I truly feel that way, and I've always felt that way. And you can't tell me that, like, oh, no, look at you, Mr. Hotshot, found a girl. Like, I've always been about love. Like, I've walked the line all those months, all those years when I didn't have love. And I stayed true to my conviction. And I urge you to do the same, because I am living proof that this is real. And so right now, I'm actually arriving to the place where we are gonna have dinner. So she actually told me she's gonna invite me today. Crazy, right? This is actually one of the most popular seafood places in Mexico City. I'll give you like a little glimpse of it, and I'm gonna stop recording. So this is the spot. Oh. I gotta go. Bye, guys.